There you go. There you go, Mr. Rigo. Mic check. Mic check. Okay. Why do I have an? Why do I have echo here? This is why. Let me get this out of there, and that's it. That should work right there. That should work just fine. Mighty fine. Mighty fine. Mighty fine. If I'm seeing the bars going up or here, you guys should be able to listen. Yes. 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 There we go. Trial and error, baby. Thank you guys for tapping in. We're gonna talk a little bit about America, man. Drunken Chef, what's up, player? We shouldn't also ignore the faults. No, we absolutely shouldn't, NorCal. We absolutely, and that's what we're gonna get into right now, player. But I think sometimes it just gets so intertwined with the argument when people are trying to say certain things and certain stuff, and that's what we're gonna talk about right now, man. We'll get some people in here. Turn it up a little bit. Turn it up. Well, you want that turned up or this? Now the audio should be sounding pretty damn loud. I'm seeing I'm yellowing out right here, so that should be pretty good right there, brother. All right, so let's start this thing. Some good wah-wah. All right, what's up, Miss Bruce Wayne? What's going on, player? Batman's in the house. Carnelios, Batman's in the house. So, we're gonna start this one off because this whole fiasco that's going on in Afghanistan, and we'll get to that. What really kind of ticked me off this morning, and that's what I need a lot of times to get some of these podcasts going on, which is a good thing. Hold on, let me go to channel 1, make sure I'm looking good over here. Let's go home, players. There we go. Is this, we haven't had a pendejo or a pendeja of the day, but, they always come around. We always find them, and this is the one, man. This is the one that I put on my short video today. And for some of you who haven't seen it, what's up, Mr. Derek? What's up, Alex? Let's do this. Let's show you guys what this jackass pendejo of the day is. And you guys tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me if I'm right. So let's get this thing going here.
Okay, so during third period, we have announcements, and they do the Pledge of Allegiance. I always tell my class, stand if you feel like it, don't stand if you feel like it, say the words if you want, don't have to say the words. So my class decided to stand but not say the words. Totally fine. Except for the fact that my room does not have a flag. It used to be there, but I took it down during COVID because it made me uncomfortable. And I packed it away and I don't know where, and I haven't found it yet. But my kid today goes, hey, it's kind of weird that we just stand and then, we say it to nothing. And I'm like, oh, well, I gotta find it. Like, I'm working on it. I got you. In the meantime, I tell this kid, we do have a flag in the class that you can pledge your allegiance to. And he looks around and he goes, oh, that one?
Yep, that's the one, man. That lady is Kristen Pitson. She actually works at what school does she work for? I think it's somewhere here close to Los Angeles. Oh, Newport Mesa is where she works out of, right? She works out of Newport Mesa, and the kicker out of all this is that she is actually an ESL teacher. Okay? For people who don't know what ESL is, that's English as Second Language. So she's actually sitting here and teaching young boys and girls that are fresh to this country. I'm sure the majority are Calimax, Latino, Raza, whatever you guys want to call them. I'm sure there's a few Asians in there. I'm sure there's a few of everything in there. But this teacher, I think she's a second grade teacher. She's an ESL teacher, all right? So remember that. She's teaching young, impressionable kids that are new to this country. And what she's pretty much teaching them is don't pledge allegiance to the flag, screw this country, and pledge allegiance to the LGBTQ flag. That's the problem with woke America right now. And most people that are in her situation that are woke that way will sit here and think what I'm saying is crazy. Will sit here and say, oh, you're taking this too far, or you're taking it all wrong. How else is there to take it? You're sitting here telling young kids in second grade not to pledge allegiance to the flag, not to pledge allegiance to America, to pledge allegiance to the LGBTQ community. That's the way I'm taking it. If my kids were in that class, I'd be pissed off. But the sad reality is that most of those kids, if they are ESL kids, which they are, most of those kids, parents, for sure can't speak English. So they probably don't even really know what's going on in their classroom. They don't know they have a teacher and they're teaching their kids to hate the country they just sat here and sacrificed to come to, and they're trying to get education. But what they're doing, they're indoctrinating them already into this LGBTQ stuff, man. They're indoctrinating them into hate America stuff. And that's why I want to sit here and talk. Do we hate America? Does America deserve to be hated on? Is America this horrible place, this disgusting place that we shouldn't be proud of being? Should we just, get our flags and burn them and get anything that's patriotic? Should I get this shirt and rip it off because it's got the American flag stripes on it? Is that where we're heading to? Because that's what it seems like we're headed to. We're headed to that sad reality unless we actually speak up and say, no, man, that's wrong, brother. That's wrong. This is another thing I posted, and it pisses me off when I see people that will sit here and try to make this such a political thing when it comes to just watching something like this. Here you go. These are the brave men and women. Let me go back real quick. That lost their lives in Afghanistan a few days ago, right? The one that they got that bomber, suicide bomber, right? See, people see these pictures and they just see the ugly side of America. Some people, right? And I don't see that. What I see is brave men and women that sacrificed everything, that gave the ultimate price, which is their lives, and their family gave that ultimate price. And instead of people sitting here mourning them and understanding how sad of a situation this is, you got jackasses. Oh, well, they were over there. Oh, they chose to live that life. How stupid and ignorant do you have to be to think like that? These are kids, man. These are your neighbors. These are your nephews. These are young men and women that went out there and they do sacrifice their lives for you. It's very easy to sit behind a computer. It's very easy to sit there and be on Instagram talking shit. It's very easy to be on Twitter talking all kind of shit. But these guys are about it. These guys are actually the gangbangers of America. These are the guys that are putting in work for us. And these guys have families. They're human beings. They're out there putting their life on the line. But yeah, you still got jackasses out there want to sit there and talk shit. They got mothers. They got father. Some of them have kids. Some of them wanted to have kids. They're so young. These are the faces that people don't want to see. They just want to see the soldier and say, that's it. They're just soldiers and that's what they signed up for. Yeah, they at the end, they did sign up and they did put their lives on the line. But they also should get that respect they got coming for putting their lives on the line. Those guys are doing much more than I ever did for this country. So my question to people, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the lines here, is why is it so easy for people, the woke community especially, to hate this country? And to me, it always seems like this. I came from a third world country. I came from Central America. My mother came here illegally. My mother did the whole path through Mexico, got arrested, went to jail for a few weeks in Mexico, like a month. She was about to quit. Her friend said, no, man, we got to keep going. She left me and my brother as young kids in Honduras. I didn't even know my mom really until I came over here. I didn't call her mom for many years. But my mother made the ultimate sacrifice just so I could become a U.S. citizen. And thank God I did. People are dying to get to this country. And it's always the same dumbass fools that are born in this country that have never lived in another country are always the first pendejos to talk that shit. are always the first. Fuck this country. Fuck this. Motherfucker, you're working. You're making a living. You're doing what other people are dying to do over here. It costs about 14 racks just to get into the United States. All right? To get from Mexico to the U.S. right now is about $14,000. And you're sitting here bitching, sitting at home collecting some fucking either some stamps, or you're collecting your little unemployment, talking shit about this country, talking shit about people that are dying for this country, man. That's a problem that you jackasses need to wake up from. You guys are so much into this woke bullshit because you haven't really lived the real life out there. You were a spoiled brat that was born in America, and that's typically 99% of the case. Every pendejo that sits there and says, screw this country's a piece of shit, this country's that, is the same motherfucker that's been living in this country his whole fucking life and has never lived overseas, has never lived in a third world country. It's always the same pendejo. And I want to talk about it, man, because this shit just gets old, man. So if you guys want to, hold on, I didn't put the number up real quick. Let me put the number so I can hear you guys. There you go. These fucking people. Okay, what do we got in the house, man? Yeah, Solo Cholo, these are the real active ones. The ones out there, they're the ones in the front lines. They're the ones putting in that work, man. They're the ones actually putting in that work for this country, but it's always the same jackasses. They're just selling out. They're going and fighting wars that you're too scared to fight, homie. Straight up, let's be honest. They're fighting wars that people are just too scared to fight. Anybody who sits there and talks shit about the service, any branch of the military, is a punk because they won't go out and do that. They won't go out there and protect shit. They just sit there and just behind. Hold on. All right. We got the first. What's going on, my man? What you want to talk about?
Honestly, they have a choice to go to war. They don't have to be down there. So fuck them.
Who's that? Punk City. If you're gonna call and say fuck them, at least have the balls to stand the line instead of being a little chump, homie. And that is the truth. They have a choice to go out there. And that's why they got much bigger balls than you and your daddy will ever have, homeboy. Because you're sitting here calling from the United States on your little cell phone that your mama bought you, talking shit about somebody who's got the balls to go to war that you don't. And that's just like the chump in the hood that never put in no work, always talking all that shit. Oh, yeah, homie, we're going to do this. And you ain't never done shit for the hood, homie. That's what guys like these are. Chump City, man. Chump City. Jesus. Uh-huh. No, we shouldn't hate anything. We need to learn to change, hate into love, and point out strong emotions in the right direction. I would hope so. I would hope so. Hold on, we got Tejas calling in the house. What's up, brother? Talk to us, Mr. Omis.
What's up, Bill?
Talk to us, homeboy. What you got?
Hey, bro, what's up with that last dummy that just called?
He's a pendejo, homie. They have balls for going. We're jackasses like him. Like I said, it's always the dummies that are born in this country are the first ones to sit there and criticize it and talk kind of shit. And they're the ones that don't have the backbone to fucking defend it.
I got a message for the tapado. Hey, bro, you're a straight fucking dumbass, bro. You're a dumbass. You must not have family in the military like some of us do, bro. So you're a fucking coward, bro. And you're a fucking lame, boy, and it's embarrassing to even hear you say stupid shit like that. Anyways, enough of that dumbass. Listen, bro, to me, what happened over there was, you know what I mean? It is a part of, of reality, but, to sit there and disrespect them like that is another thing. But, I don't know, bro. I think, I posted a video. I don't know if you saw the video I posted on Instagram, bro. It's a 9-minute video on a doctor that exposed Fauci, bro. They used to work with Fauci. And the things that she's talking about.
Let's stay on topic today. So,
all right. What do you want to talk about?
We're talking about why people want to hate America so much. Why people are always so quick. Shoot it.
You know what, bro? Because they bought into that woke bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? I get a lot of people to say the same thing, like, oh, fuck America, bro. But yet, I was arguing with some dude yesterday that said he had a degree from the University of Santa Barbara.
Right.
Right, and he talked a good game, bro. He tried to use fancy words, acting like, those in the comments didn't understand what he was saying. And, he's telling me, oh, my parents had to leave Mexico and come to this fucked up country. I said, wait a minute. I said, how are you going to school? Well, I'm going to school on a scholarship. But fuck that. I said, wait a minute, bro. Your parents came here to give you a better life, and you're pissed off that you were able to get a scholarship and a free ride through college because he's trying to promote socialism.
Oh, yeah, Jesus.
And I said, boy, your parents, just like my parents, left their countries, which they love. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that they hate their country, but
Yes,
they
sir.
understand it. There's a better, if they want something better for their future kids, if Mexico offered, which Mexico has a lot of resources, bro, and a lot of Latin America does too, if those countries weren't corrupted, there's no way. I tell people this all the time. Where my dad is from, bro, my dad's from Michoacan. Where my dad is from is beautiful, bro, beautiful. And I always tell people, look at some of these places, these coastal cities, these, places all through Mexico, even little pueblos, bro, beautiful.
Yes.
And I tell people all the time, you think that these people will leave that, uproot their family, and leave everything they know to come and to possibly die in the desert if Mexico offered them that? I said, no way, dude. I said, whether you want to accept it or not, bro, America is a great country. And they get pissed off, bro. And I don't understand that. Now, it doesn't mean that we're perfect.
No, we're not perfect at all. I mean, no. But who is? What family?
Yeah. But people aren't getting in line to come to this country because it's a shithole, right? And a lot of people want to shit on it, bro. They want to shit on the soldiers. They want to shit on everything American. Everybody all of a sudden is thinking this socialism away. And I asked this dude, I go, give me one example, bro, of a socialist country that produces that utopia that you're talking about. Give me one example. And he couldn't answer it.
Uh-huh.
I said, then what are you talking about? Where is that place that you're talking about? Where is it? Because then, like you said,
it doesn't
well,
exist.
it's just,
It doesn't exist, brother.
And I said, and if it exists, bro, I go, then why don't you pack your shit, bro, and go live there? And he's like, well, because I live in America. I mean, it's better here. I said, but you're talking shit, dude. Like, what don't you understand about what you're saying? And he kept going in circles. Like I said, bro, he tried using fancy words and thinking that I didn't understand. Well, I got news for some of you that think I'm stupid. I actually sit down and read. I enjoy reading. I don't really watch TV, bro. I read because
right.
I didn't finish high school, bro. I got kicked out of school at a young age for game banging, so I educated myself. But, this dude was, bro, and he straight out saying, fuck this. And his, what the other thing he kept saying is, all these fucking white people and all these fucking white people. I said, you know what, bro? Because he was basically, saying like every white person was bad. I said, hey, bro, you're like a straight fucking dumbass. I said, because he said, I forgot what he said, bro, but he basically generalized all white people as being, garbage, and he doesn't even want to associate with them, and I can't fucking believe them. And I'm like, damn, bro, you imagine if there was a white guy on this live saying that shit about black and brown people? You'd be all up in the comments calling this dude a racist. And I said, yeah, I called you a fucking racist, and you're telling me I'm a salad. I said, bro, you're like, I told him, bro, get a refund, bro. They brainwashed your ass in college, bro. A lot of people.
You know what? These colleges, they get indoctrinated in the colleges big time. They sit here and, hate America. They want to go communist. They want to go socialist. And these idiots don't understand that. That doesn't work. It's a fake utopia they're trying to sell them, dude.
Well, bro, did you see that teacher, I think he's in California, that got exposed? He was basically giving kids extra credit, basically, a better grade score if they would go out there and protest and fuck shit up, and hurt people,
right?
Along with Antifa,
right?
And he had, a poster or I think a flag of China, complete communism.
They're doing it, brother.
And you know what I mean? And dude, this is in the school. This is in our schools, and I'm like, damn, dude, like the principal knows that this dude is doing this, bro.
Yes,
And
for sure.
when they confronted him. They threw him out. They called the cops on him. And the guy's like, hey, this guy's talking about intimidating anybody that's pro-America, and he's openly saying it. Obviously, you guys know that this is happening. Why are you allowing it? And they called the cops on him. You guys want to see some really interesting stuff, bro? I don't know if you follow them, bro, but there's it's an independent, like a media site. It's called Project Veritas.
Send me a link.
These guys break a lot of.
I got a lot of phone calls coming in, so I'm gonna have to let you go here pretty soon. But before I let you go, homie, show me the money, fool. Show me the money. Tomorrow you owe me some money,
bro.
Fool.
That's right. Hey, bro, I'm gonna send it in pennies, bro.
So Somes owes me $100 because I told him the lockdown wasn't gonna happen. But that $100, Somes, I don't know if you saw on the Instagram and on YouTube, I posted. So far, I've given away, not even just myself. I had three 3 other gentlemen donate towards it. I had Pastor Ray, Bad Guy on Instagram, and Javi Chispa. So I gave already $500 to $600, and I got a few $100 more from those guys. And I'm gonna use your $100 also to go out and help out some families in need for back to school, brother. So that's gonna go to a good cause, homie.
That's what's up, bro. I'm down with that.
All right, so Mason, I got another call, brother. Thanks for calling.
Hey.
Yeah.
Send me your address again, bro.
I will, brother. I will. I will send it right now.
Gotcha.
All right, for late.
All right, bro.
All right, later. All right, let's see what we got coming in. What's going on, my man? What you want to talk about?
So much respect.
Thank you, brother.
Hey,
shoot.
I just wanted to call and, say what's up. And then, you know what? With that guy that called and hung up like a straight, like a lame,
That's just a lame.
Like,
yeah.
It's because of warriors like that. The ones that just died, the ones that been dying, the ones that already died in past wars, that he gets to put his fucking head down on his fucking soft little pillow like a fucking lame.
Yeah.
And he's not going out there. Like, that shit is fucking, hey, you know what, homeboy? Not you, Gil, but the homeboy not even a homeboy that called, but that lame that called. Grab your shit, pack your shit, and move the fuck out to the moon, motherfucker.
Straight up, homie. Straight, but
fuck out of here.
But hey,
get the fuck out of here.
But they won't. They won't. They talk. What they are?
He's too lame.
They're those spoiled fucking rich kids in Beverly Hills talking about I have a horrible life, even though you live in a 20,000 square foot home, you got a Ferrari out there, your parents pay for all your shit. I have a horrible life. I hate this life. That's what they are. They're a bunch of fucking spoiled kids living in America, living the dream that people are dying to get over here and talking shit about soldiers that are dying for their rights to do what they do, homie.
Let me say this, Gil. One last thing, Gil.
Sure, brother.
To that fucking punk, there was fucking people that fucking held on to the fucking doors to the fucking landing gear to a C-17, which is a huge transport plane.
Yes.
I've been on one.
Okay.
And these people fell to their death because they were trying to get up out of there.
Yeah.
You should have been on that fucking landing gear door, asshole.
That's right, homie.
Pack your fucking bags and get the fuck out of here, puto.
I'm done with that, brother.
That's it.
Thank you for the phone call, player.
Hey, homie.
Right.
Hey, respect. Yeah. Keep doing your thing, homeboy.
That's right. I appreciate you, my man. Later.
Peace.
And that's what it is, man. Other countries are like, kill ourselves or... Listen, it's... let me see, Dexter. I feel like this is more freedom. Okay, Dexter L is one of the commentators or people leaving a comment that I believe might be a female. I feel like there was much freedom in Mexico, but of course, USA fucked that up by creating and funding the cartels. It's so easy. And Dexter, I don't know you from Adam, but you seem so naive. Go live over there. Go see who runs that country. Jesus Christ. Texas. What's up, player? What you want to talk about?
You ain't even Mexican, bitch. I'm calling.
What this guy doesn't understand? What this guy doesn't understand is nobody can even hear him. He's screaming on the back right now, and he said he's calling back again, and fuck this and fuck. That's called monitoring the phone calls, playboy. Right now we had an internet warrior. That guy right now he's gonna get on Call of Duty. He's gonna take about 10 bodies right now, boy. That fool's with the business. Jesus. What's up, James? What you want to talk about, player?
Hey, I just want to say, there's somebody dying right now, a soldier somewhere, so you could go on YouTube. You know what I mean? People need to understand that throughout history, there's always been people stepping up, and
yes,
you know what I mean? And my dad was in the Vietnam War. He's a Marine, and and when they came back, if there was no heroes welcome, you know, I think throughout time, you're always gonna have these haters. You know what I mean?
No, there's always been these haters. The difference was in Vietnam, it was so highly accepted. They were called baby killers. They were called everything from, any bad word. And right now, there's at least some of us that can sit here and push back and say, no, this is not right. Because if if this woke community had it the way they wanted to, they would just do the same thing. They'd be out there protesting, baby killers, you guys are this, you guys are that. But they don't know that in order for us to have this beautiful country that we live in and the freedom that that's what it takes. It takes bloodshed. It's been since the Roman Empire,
it
brother.
Does.
It's what it is.
Look, this would be Germany now if it wasn't.
Yes. So this will be the Third Reich over here.
To take over the world. This would be Germany. You know what I mean? It takes people to step up, and you got to appreciate that.
Yes.
You know, and I appreciate what you're doing. You know, because these youngsters, they don't know, man. They don't care. They don't know that it's a right and a privilege to come on YouTube or just to have Twitter or whatever. You know, it's like,
I trip out when people are trying
somebody paid their life.
When somebody's trying to say, "Oh, we should be communists, we should be this," like, you idiot! Don't you know if you're a communist, you can't say that. You can only say what the government pretty much tells you to say. It's fucking it's moronic, brother. But it's sad. But hopefully somebody will listen to us.
It gets my blood going just hearing that first caller, the one who hung up or whatever. Man, what ignorance. You know what I mean?
That guy's living at home with his mama. His mama hasn't cooked dinner yet. He's upset. His daddy ain't there, and his Wi-Fi is probably going down. That's why he's pissed off right now at life. Those are his problems, and he should be lucky to have just those kind of problems. All right, but man, I got another phone call. Thank you for tapping in.
Thank you, sir.
For
All
sure.
right, brother.
All right, late. All right, let's see. What's up, Johnny? Talk to us.
Hey, what's going on, man? Just appreciate being on the what you're doing, man, and I kind of want to give you some input on what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
I feel the same thing as far as why people don't, appreciate, America, right? Because I'm Latino. My parents, immigrated here late 70s, and this country can provide, I always tell people can come here from a third world country, not speak the language, and still make something of themselves. That's kind of what this country provides in a way, right?
It's exactly what it does.
Unlimited capital.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, right? And these people that complain, I blame these kids, right? I blame more so of the parents as well. Like, where are the parents at? Like, I know my dad will, even now, we always have these discussions, and he goes, you know what? I instill values and work ethic in you guys, so that way you guys won't be lazy. Because my dad, we never fucking played video games when we were young, He was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, if he was home on vacation, he's like, no, fucking yes, doing something. Either you're going to come with me. He's an electrician. So either you're going to come with me to fucking install these fans in these people's homes, but you're going to be here with me, You're going to just lay around and play video games, or you're going to mow the fucking lawn. You're going to do something, right? So he never let us just chill and just be huevones and nothing like that, right? He always said, no, you're going to do something. Like, he couldn't stand us just being home and not doing anything. He goes, no, you're going to put your ass to work. Whether if you're working at McDonald's, you're going to be the best fucking employee there. I don't care, because it can lead to something else.
Of
you know
course,
what I mean?
Of course. He's just telling you that work value.
Exactly, man. These kids don't want to fucking work for it anymore. They think they're just going to be, YouTubers and just strike it big. They don't want to put the work in, the grind and, working minimum wage, paycheck to paycheck, like I used to do. I'm still a young guy. I'm 40. So, I went through the whole thing and, living to paycheck, which I think we all still do now. Yes. But, that's what we do. We provide for our family. And I try to still these values that my dad taught me to my kids. So that way they won't be fucking like these losers and don't appreciate shit,
Yeah, pretty much, homeboy. Pretty much. Hey, man, I appreciate the phone call, my man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, brother. You too. Let's see here real quick. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. We instill certain morals and values into our kids, or at least we try to. The ones that don't, you get pendejos like that guy saying, screw this place. And it's always the same ones, man. It's always the spoiled ones. You got another one in here that's back to the indigenous land. And hold on, we got one. Is this the same guy? Let's check it out. What's up, Roger?
So, Guillermo, your favorite caller,
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. Hey, so I just wanted to say my piece. Why do people hate America? And I'm going to tell you this. I really think that there's something bigger going on here. And I don't know if it's correlated with globalization or perhaps it's something else, but I think that's just, we're not going to be able to stop it. this is being taught in schools, number one, like some of your other callers have stated.
Right.
Not only that, that seems to be pretty much everything in the media. And so I think that we're, not only that, I also think that the country has shifted in a big way where, it's really hard now for the new generation to get ahead. And I just don't think, that we're going to be able to get out of this.
Well, it's also, but
I don't know if it's yet.
It also comes down to us instilling those certain values into our kids. I've always made sure my kids appreciated this country. I mean, they were born here, but I'd make sure to let them know, hey man, you don't sit here and disrespect the country. You don't sit here and talk shit about people in the service. You don't sit here and just belittle this country. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. But we're much better than most of the choices we get or my family got.
Interesting, and that can be true. No, that's absolutely, you're absolutely right. It's kind of crazy when you start to think about because for me, I really wasn't raised by anybody. Well, I mean, I did have, but as far as my father, I mean, I don't think he really trusted the government and stuff like that.
Right.
But I just think that nowadays it's popular culture to hate America.
That's a great point. Yes.
No, it really is.
It is.
And that's the thing. And so here's the thing that's really bothering me with this. If you start to look deeper, there's a narrative that goes with this. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
In other words, it's not just, a bunch of commie kids out of college. This is it's being funded by somebody with big pockets.
Yeah, I believe
and
it.
if you see what's happening, I think that, they want to get rid of nationalism. They want to get rid of borders. They want to get rid of, it's almost like they want us. I mean, if you look at all the laws that are happening with big tech and everything else, people that have money, like real money.
Yeah,
not
big
just the guys,
billions, yes.
I'm talking about, the billions, the trillions, it's America is not in their best interest. It's not. Having a country like America, it's not in their best interest.
But
they want to have open borders where they can set up shop in any other third world country and make money.
Yeah, but what these guys don't understand is if America falls, the rest of the world's falling with us. We're the standard of freedom, man, around the world.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. They don't believe it because it's greed. They control the shots now, and it's just the way it is. When you have so much money and you're able to control things, I mean, they just don't, they think they're untouchable.
Yes.
It's and eventually, I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, we fall to greed. Humans reach and we fall. I mean, that's what's happening.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
everything in this country is being sold. I mean, we're selling each other. Like the Communist Manifesto, they predicted this many years ago. They said the capitalists will hang themselves by their own neckties, right?
I believe
and
so.
it's exactly what's happening now. We've been selling everything to China, or manufacturing based to China.
And we're in huge debt to China also.
And we can't do anything about it. There's nothing we can do. It's just one of those things, and
I just
don't see a way out.
I think the least we can do, even if we're gonna go out, let's at least go out being patriotic and loving our country, man. Because I mean,
no, I agree with you, but patriotism. I mean, what are you gonna do? They're gonna just look at you like they're gonna look at you like the crazy old man when they go to school, and that's what they teach. Why do you think they teach people to hate their fathers and their mothers? You think that's not part of it?
I think there's a big part of a puzzle that we just not seeing, and they're trying to do. But definitely, I agree 100% when you're saying that they're pretty much.
These people are 10 steps ahead of us.
Yeah, and they're
indoctrinating us. Figured out.
They're indoctrinating us to hate America, especially our youth, man. Hey, brother, thank you for the phone call, man. Always appreciate it.
Later.
All right, later. Yeah, and that's what it is, man. It seems like, listen. Does America have its ugly history? Yes. Does America still do a lot of shady shit? Yes. But damn it, I'd rather live here than anywhere else, especially for people that look like me and have my color. It's easy to sit there and criticize and blame everything in the world. It's almost like if I was all strung out on dope and all fucked up and just barely got out of prison or going in and out of jail. And my thing would be like, oh man, it's because look where I grew up. It's the hood. They got me. Yeah, for years it did. But eventually, it's up to you to get your shit together. Eventually, it's up to every other country to get their shit together. Mexico, I hate to break the news to you. It is a beautiful country with beautiful landscape, with beautiful cities. But that place is 100% a narco state. That place is ran by the drug traffickers. Does some of America push it? Yeah, I'm sure they do. But that place is a place that, yeah, there's some places that are neutral, no problem. But that most places that people live that don't have money, if they want your shit, they're going to take it. They want your shop, they're going to take it. They want your life, they're going to take it. You can't even go to the cops and ask for help because those cops are the same ones that are going to get the narcos to come and kill you, brother. That's how that works. So to me, it's comical when I see people saying, oh, but pues vete para allá, güey. Si está tan chingón allá y ay, yo quiero vivir acá con mi raza, pues vete para allá, güey. Nadie te está parando. The borders, you can walk right through it, carnalito. Nadie te está parando. Vete para allá. I'll even send you $100, homeboy. Whoever goes, I'll send you $100. Carnal, I got you, player. I'll send you the first 12-pack. These people. Wake up in the morning. So we are, what does this guy say? No one is hung up in Mexico. Idiots. It happened in the USA. Dexter's having an issue here. Let's see what's going on with you people. Why would I love a country that did that to my people? Dexter. So what? Should we just, for the rest of our lives, sit there and cry and say this happened? It happened. Not every generation, but every country has an ugly history of conquering, of murdering, of killing. This is the most peaceful time in not just America's history, but the world history. Even with all these wars going on, this is the most peaceful because we as human beings by nature kill one another. We as human beings by nature enslave one another. By human beings by nature do each other dirty. So it's funny to me when I see jackasses with their woke ass lives. But look what they did. That's what they were doing to everybody. Everybody was backstabbing everybody. But look what they did to us, Gil. But look what they did to us. Fucking people. Grow some backbone. What's up, Nicky? Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's up, Gil? A couple of things. I used to live right there in the 818 in North Hollywood. I had to move over here. Yeah, right there on by the Shakey's. Burbank and Quirkine.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go, Lower Canyon right there.
Yeah, shoot it.
Well, yeah, so I moved to Virginia, Rockbridge County, and there's like a lot of rebel flags, Confederate flags everywhere over here in Virginia.
Right.
Anyways, I went into the gas station, and there was this white old man, and we brought up the word COVID-19, and he's like, well, the reason why COVID-19 went up so high now and came back is because of the border. You know, they need to shut down the border. That's why.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And I was like, man, that ain't never going to happen. And he tells me, well, why don't you just go back over there too? And I told his ass, why don't you just go fuck yourself then?
Pretty much.
And we got into it right there in the gas station, man.
Pretty much. But see, you have jackasses like that. You have stupid ass redneck racist bastards. You have that. But you have that in their race. But the difference is times have changed where back in the days, you probably would have got lynched over there. But now times are changing. You could tell the guy to go F himself. But it's just you know we're growing as a country. Yeah, they were using that as a thing about they're bringing people in from the border that they haven't tested them for COVID. It's just a talking point. The same thing about all the Afghanistans coming in. They're talking shit. Have they all got their shot? It's just another political ploy, and most people just listen to whatever political party they want to listen to, and they run with it. And that's what that dumbass redneck was doing.
Yeah, and then there's another thing because you were talking about Mexico and everything, but about the cartels and traffickers. Don't you think that the reason why they're doing that is because the demand for drugs is so high in America that, you know, they're just going to supply it, right? I mean, they're stepping up and making the money.
It's absolutely right. The demand for drugs in the United States is higher than it's ever been, right? The difference in America is that the people here, because of the government that we have, are not as emboldened as they are in Mexico. In Mexico, they'll go take your whole family and slaughter them, and nobody's gonna say shit.
No,
nobody's gonna say shit. Man. In America, love it or love the politics or not, the politics here says no. these are the rules. You cannot go to somebody's house and go slaughter them without something happening to you. We have, after so many hundreds of years in this country, have finally got the rules down where, you know what, they work a lot of times in our favors to keep our families safe. Whereas in Mexico,
And then you were talking about going to the cops. You can't even do that over there because you said
they
check
kill
your
you.
ass out too.
Listen, I don't know if you've
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, anybody who's watching. It's a Netflix series, right? It's called Somos. SOMOS. Somos is like us in Spanish, right? It's a real story about a town in Mexico, right? And you guys should watch it. And it's a real story. They slaughtered about 300 people in this town, and nobody said shit.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a small town in America and the narcos go in there and kill 300 people? No, they're gonna go and destroy those guys. America will go to Mexico and kill them, and that's why they know don't fuck with people in America. Why? Because we have certain rules. But you know, the army, the politics, that's what made these rules in America. There's horrible rules, yeah, but I'd rather play in this playing field than anywhere else.
Oh, like you said, rather live here than any other place too. That's for damn sure.
That's for damn sure, homie. Hey, man, shout out to you, man. Thank you for calling, brother.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Late.
Gracias.
Yeah, and that's what it is, man. It's not perfect. That's the thing. People, oh, but look at this. Oh, but look. Man, we can go tit for tat all day long from this country to another country. The beautiful part is that any of you suckers that don't like it, you can leave anytime you want. It's not like you're in China where you can't leave. It's not like when you're in North Korea where you can't leave. It's not like you're from south of the border where you're trying to cross the border and cost 14 grand to get into America. No. It's free, homie. It's free. You can drive down the border and just say, I'm an American citizen. I'm coming down south and I'm going to go enjoy the beautiful land. But you know what? You guys won't because you guys are all talk. And I'm talking about the ones who sit there and say, I hate America. You're all talk. If I was a millionaire, I would sit there and say, listen, guys, I'm going to give every one of you jackasses $20,000 to get the hell out of here. But you know what? You won't leave. You won't leave because you're that baby boy or that baby girl that's stuck on your mama's tit, and you talk all this shit about your mama. Your mama, you're this, you're a spoiled brat. You talk all this shit about your mama, but you won't leave your mama's house. And your mama's America. See, but me, I know my mama's America, but I say, you know what? I respect you, Mom. I love you, Mom. That's what I do. The father is the politics part. There is some shady-ass politics, and I speak on it all day long. But I'm not going to sit here and just throw this whole shit and throw the flag and throw Marines and throw people under the bus just because it makes me feel better, because that's some coward-ass shit, man. That's some coward-ass shit from people who have never lived out of this country, and that's always who it is. It's always the same chumps who have never lived out of this country. It's always the same chumps that have been living in the United States since they were little fucking babies, since they were born here. It's easy to talk shit. Sorry. People get me hot. Dun-dun-dun. Let's see what we got in the house. Some shit you never even lived through. There you go. Angel Flores, thank you for the membership, homeboy, because you live in it. Dexter, Dexter's got issues, man. If you don't like a country, then why be here? Go to the country you like. You're taking up space here for people who like and want to be here. Why? Because they're on their mama's tit. They ain't going nowhere. I mean, they talk a good one. It sounds good, but they ain't going nowhere. What? Ooh, 2-3. I don't know what this guy's talking about. Okay. Ooh, that went pretty quick. Let's see what we got towards. Can't stop. Redirect the energy towards, where you at? Trump tars, Nazi scum, cholo. Trump ain't in office, homie. Trumpito is somewhere else plotting to be in office another 2 years. He ain't in office, so why am I going to waste my energy on that right now? We got a different guy in office, and he ain't doing too good, homeboy. He's kind of screwing up. You ask me, Carnal. Let's see who we got. It might be this got to be the troll guy again. Yeah. What's up? I don't know if that's the conversation right now, but I don't. They're not as organized as people say. That's more of a. Ay, ¿tú qué eres, güey? Tú ni hablas español. See, this guy is. Ay, si me vas a decir que no soy raza, pendejo, háblame en español. Háblame en español. See, that's the problem. It's the same thing. It's the same guys that will sit there. You're not raza, bro. Straight güero. Straight pocho out the game. It's the same guy who sits there and says, oh, America sucks. Háblame en español, pendejo. Si no, pásame a tu mamá. Yo hablo con ella, güey. There we go, homeboy. So, si quieres que hable con tu mamá, dile que me hable, güey. Yo le hablo con ella. No te preocupes. We're not bothering you, homeboy. Preach on, brother. Those are facts. You know what it is, homeboy. Yeah. This guy is. I think he wants me to be his daddy. I think what it is he's in love with me. He's in love with the American Cholo, and he wants me to be his daddy. Because think about it. Why call? Why? If I'm not this and I'm not that, then why you waste your time on here? Why are you even listening? At least you're getting some of the seeds that I'm dropping into your brain. Pero se me hace que estás tan pendejo because you're never gonna figure it out, homie. You're never gonna figure it out, carnal. Let's see what we got. Tejas. Oh, here we go. Dexter, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
So shoot, Dexter. What is your take?
My take is that I don't have to like America. Yeah, I live here, of course, but still, I have the most respect for the people that are, of course, indigenous and native to Mexico. It's just like, dude, just so much corruption, and a lot of it stems from America.
Okay. Now let me ask you.
So what do you say to that?
Let me ask you something first. How old are you, and where were you born?
I am 20. I was born in Houston.
Okay, so you were born in America all your life. You're a young woman, and the reality of it is, and this is my opinion, only my opinion. I've been 20 years old. I didn't really know much about the world. Especially in your life, you probably know more about the world from Instagram, from Facebook, from YouTube.
Well, I'm not really a social media person, so
right.
that doesn't really apply to me anyways. Yes, I can be young, but I can also still be wise and have my own thoughts. I'm not a slave to society like all these other people, dude. I have my own mind.
Who do you think are slave to society? Do you think I'm a slave to society?
Well, yeah, you could be, dude. Like, you're Honduran talking about speaking up for the Raza and Mexicans and stuff. Like, well, dude.
I'm speaking. I'm sorry. Did I just sit here and say, "Hey, this is for Mexico"? No, I'm speaking on general. I'm speaking from somebody who actually came from a third world country to come to this country and can tell you from experience how much I appreciate this country because I've lived in a third world country. Whereas you have been born in America, have been raised in America, and have the liberties to, have your opinion, but your opinions are kind of biased because you've never lived on the other side. You've never lived on the other side of the border. You don't know what it is to be hungry. You don't know what it is to live in fear. I do. My
parents do. You can do all that shit here in America, though. You can do all that shit here in America.
Do what shit?
You can be hungry. You can be suffering, all that shit, dude.
Oh, you can be like that if you don't want the help or the work, but in those countries, there literally is no help. There is no work. Do you think people are coming here and paying $14,000 and risking their lives and dying in the desert because they have those opportunities in those places? Those opportunities don't exist. And you saying that comment lets me know that you have no clue. Try going living over there. And I'm not talking vacation. Vacation is different. People go, I've been to Mexico. No, people go to Mexico, they go on vacation. Go live over there. The wages over there, you're going to get paid $50 a week. Okay? $50 a week, 12 hours a day, breaking your back.
Okay, but at least there won't be all this bullshit like bills and all this stuff to pay, dude.
What do you think, dude? The food is free in Mexico? You think the rent is free in Mexico, dude? Nah,
well, you got
to pay it.
No shit, it's not. No shit, it's not, dude.
What are you going to buy?
Dude.
What's up, dude?
It just doesn't make sense. Like, okay, can you explain to me one thing?
Yes.
How are you pro-Rasta and all this shit, fighting for the people one week, but then the next week, here you are saying all this, like, pro-America, like, you can have your opinion, of course.
Wait a minute. So if I'm American, I'm anti-Rasta? That's what you're telling me? So I have to say F America to be pro-Rasta? Is that how it works in your mind?
Well, dude, you should realize that all this corruption comes from the U.S.
Did you not answer my question? So you're telling me to be pro-Raza, I got to be anti-American. Is that what you're trying to tell me here?
Well, okay, here.
Well, you didn't answer it.
Say whatever you want, dude, of course. But why did you delete the interview with Hector?
Hector who?
Dude, you know exactly what I'm talking about. From the last Narc?
It's up there. What are you talking about? Why don't you go find it? What, I deleted an interview from Hector. That's where does that come from? It's there. I don't know.
Dude, it's like he just exposed all this stuff about how the CIA.
No, and I
funded
put it out
the
there,
drug
right?
cartels.
Yeah, I put it out there.
What?
And I put it out there. It's not. You better go check, sister, because it's out there. I didn't delete anything. You can share it all you want. I've never hid from it. Hey, so I gotta get another phone call. Thank you, Dexter. Have a good one, dude. Okay.
Awesome.
Dexter says, dude, what? What's up? What's up, Jimmy? Talk to us, man.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, my man. Talk to us.
Hey, should we hate America? Absolutely not.
Okay.
Who is the problem, though? In my opinion, is like I'm Native American. I'm from the Blackfeet Nation.
Okay.
Up in Montana.
Okay.
And back in them days, you know, that evil that wiped out 100 million Native Americans.
Yes, sir.
Is the same evil that's ruling the world right now, in my opinion.
Okay.
And that's the people I think we should be
that's
worried about.
And that's the government part of it. And the people and people with power, and I do agree with you on that. And the one thing I will agree with you, and not saying you're that kind of person, but when I hear certain Native Americans saying I don't like the flag, I can respect that. That I can respect, because like, damn, dude, these guys did come in here and take your shit, and I could see how that would be like, you know, shunned upon on certain Native Americans, right? But as far as far as what America has become, America is a beautiful melting pot. And that's what makes it so great, because it is inclusive to a lot of people. And do we have an ugly history? Yeah, but like I said, everybody does. But yes, we definitely need to get more in tune into the politics to try to get more stuff that works for all of us, not just for the super rich.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, and that's why I said the evil that killed the Native Americans back then isn't your you know, co-worker, white guy, or
right.
You know, it's that evil is in the upper echelon. Of,
yes.
You know, where
it was the greed.
You know, they have all the money.
It was the greed and the lust of the American people when they first came in here and manifest destiny and saying we need to go from the east to the west and take over. And the same thing, they stole a bunch of Mexican land. They just, you know, they just plowed across the nation. But if those were our people, we would have been like, look what we did. We conquered all this. We would be excited about it, you know. But it's just they won, they did it. But at least now, where were we at in America? We're not, you know, we're not as oppressed as we used to be. We're not enslaved like we were before. So we're at least, I would say we're somewhat headed in the right direction. But I think to sit here now and just say screw this country, not saying you're saying that, but like, you know, that young lady who's calling and has no clue, she's 20 years old, lives in America.
Yeah, she's a youngster, man.
Yeah, she doesn't know much more than what she's seen in 20 years. And when she gets older, she'll realize that, man, I live in a damn good country. It could be so much worse.
And you know what else is that the schools and the colleges, they're infiltrated with these people, you know, I mean, that have never been in third world countries. You know, I haven't, but I sure as hell am glad that America isn't like that. But we don't change our ways, it will happen, you know. Seems like it's heading that way. What did I say?
No, I was reading. I was reading somebody. They called me a paisa with a green card on my on my comment section. I'm sorry. I'm a U.S. citizen, baby. I'm a U.S. citizen and proud of it. Oh man, but
what? Just because you could speak Spanish, you said that, or what?
Yeah, but like the young lady, it's disappointing when I hear her say stuff like, "Oh, 1 minute you're pro raza, the next you're pro like America." Like, wait a minute. So she never answered me. So me being pro America means I'm not for my people? That's idiotic, man. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, but that's what it is. Hey, my man, thank you for the phone call, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, right on.
All right, brother.
American Cholo.
That's right, player.
Right on.
Late. Oh, man. Yeah, so I guess to some people, being pro-America means being anti-raza. And that's a damn shame, because the majority of raza in the United States is pro-America. I hate to break the news to you, young lady. I went with my mom about a month ago up to Fontana, right? On the way to Fontana, she tells me, "Hey, can we go pick up 2 of my friends in downtown LA, or by MacArthur Park? Pick them up." We go over there. Went to a party of one of her friends, right? All Central Americans over there. We're chopping it up. We're having conversations. I always I like talking a little about politics, and I ask them, hey, what do you guys think about America? Every single one of those people in there said, God bless this country. I love America. God bless this country. I love America. And these aren't people who have been indoctrinated. These are people who actually lived in those countries to their early to mid 20s, like that young lady. And every single one of them came over here loving this country because they know how hard and how bad it is over there. What's up, player? Porque un vato que habla español no va a ser tan pendejo como tú, güey. Oh, now I'm a coward for leaving the country. Now I'm not American. Bye-bye. Bye, buddy. Oh, poor guy. He loves me. He wants me to be his daddy. He just called me and told me, hey, Gil, I love you so much, man. I want you to be my daddy, Gil. Please, Gil. I'm from Texas. Por favor. Quiero que seas mi papá, Gil. Le dije que no, güey. No me caes, güey. No me caes. No voy a ser tu papá, güey. He'll be all right, homie. He'll be all right. The girl wouldn't last living in Mexico, you think? Hell no. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Let's see what we got. This guy again? Come on, homie. You bugging me, kid. You bugging me. Jay St. Dude, he must be Dexter's brother. Laugh my ass off, bro. Gil, how much the U.S. spends destabilizing your country, Honduras, that forced your mama to migrate and sell drugs? Or I'm sure a lot of money, homie, but I'm still happier to be here, carnal. I ain't worried about that shit. Let me see. Hello. Did I hit it right or did I hang up on you? Oh, you're right. Hello. 916. No, there you gotta go, buddy. Again, people, if you don't like it, you can go, playa. You can go. What's good, Cisco? Talk to us.
What's up, Gil?
Shoot it, homie. Shoot it.
Hey, man, I just wanted to comment on all these fucking idiots calling you up and calling you a fucking sellout and all this shit. I hope that you all know that all you motherfuckers that are born here in the USA, when you go to Mexico and you're Mexican American, they don't look at you as a Mexican, bro. They look at you as a fucking pocho.
Of course. I know this, man.
I mean, without a doubt, I'm not embarrassed of my roots. Don't get that vibe from me. I'm definitely proud to be Mexican American, but I hope that a lot of these fucking kids realize that they have a fucking privilege living in here in the USA, bro.
Yeah, brother. And that's one thing they'll hopefully figure it out one day, and if not, then that's their bad, homie. But yeah, it's just a stupid ass childish kids that have lived here all life and they're spoiled, brother. Because if they lived somewhere else, they'd be acting way different. Super spoiled, homie. Pretty much, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate the phone call, player.
Take it easy, Gil.
You too, brother. Late. Oh, man. Let me see. The U.S. burns Central America to the ground. Let's see. At least they do research trying and understand other people's point of views or issues with wrong nations. What else you got? I don't know. These guys are talking some good ones. Yeah, so it's a shame when you got young people believing that if you're pro-America, you're anti-raza. So I gotta say fuck America. And that way, this vato's down for the cause. This vato's brown. This vato's doing his thing. But what are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me, what are you doing? That's better in your fucking gente. Huh? What's up, player? Talk to me.
I agree with you saying about, it's a privilege to live in this country.
Yeah, it sure is.
But on
brother.
the other hand, brother, you got to think, as a black and brown brothers, how we get treated. I got a brother that go to college and he get assaulted by the police. He never committed a crime in his life, never that. So it's certain things we got to live with.
Of course.
That we can't just say it's a privilege. We got problems here. Because how you putting it out there is almost like, oh, you should be here in America. You should be happy. No, we got faults here too. No. It's a fault here.
Listen.
That's how it seems to me.
No.
Because I agree with you.
Okay, listen.
This America, we got money.
This is what it is, man. I'm doing this because that teacher, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show. That teacher that was saying we shouldn't pledge allegiance to the flag, indoctrinating little kids not to do it. And then some people on Instagram, when I posted the pictures of the 13 people who died in Afghanistan a few days ago, they were talking all kind of shit and all kind of madness. And I'm like, dude, you should at least respect the dead. These people died for this country. And yes, when it comes to those injustices,
hey, Nicole
absolutely.
G is from Sacramento, California, where I'm from. The girl that died, 23-year-old soldier, died in Afghanistan, Nicole G.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to go out. If whatever they do here in Sacramento, I'm going to be there. I'm going to salute it.
That's
I
right.
agree. America's a great thing, but we got problems here,
Oh,
though,
no,
Cholo. We can't just say we got to stick with it and be cool because
Oh, no,
at the same time, me and you both know there's problems for our people.
Yes.
And, like, I go to work every day, like,
There.
okay, let me give you a for instance
shoot.
right now. I told my daughter today, my 20-year-old daughter, I'm going to tell her, I say at work, I'm an inspector, but I go to work sometimes, and the white boy would tell me, the white man, he'd say, hey, brother, how you doing? But talk with like a slang voice and differently when he talk to me.
Right.
How you feel about that? That's like disrespectful. That's He said, man, how you doing, sir? Like I tell you. So we got a lot of issues here with people. We can't just say, oh, we should be happy because we're here. No, we got to fix our problems.
No,
we can't just be happy.
Listen, I'm not for any second saying we should all just hold hands, kumbaya, and America's that's it, right? No,
Okay.
This is just
Well, you can say that then.
Well, because if you watch the channel from other shows, you know I get into other different things.
I watch it a lot.
But
I love your channel.
Thank you, brother.
I like you. I like what you say.
But today's topic,
so it's not bad.
Today's topic is on America. So what I'm trying to do on this one is just give America its shine. Yeah, I can. We hear so much about the ugliness. We live through the ugliness. We do. We really do.
Hey, that should have been the title. We're gonna salute America today. That should have been the title of the show. Or we're gonna give him a shine.
That's all it
that
is.
would have made everybody understand. That should have really been the title of the show. And then I wouldn't have called because I'm like, I mess with you. I like you.
No, but see, but the title got you in here. The title got you in here to come talk about it.
Yeah, you did.
So
you snuck me in, and I was calling about 25, 30 times. You got me to call. I get it. I get it.
And that's all it is,
I'm gonna
brother.
get out of here. I believe you.
Hey, brother, you have a good one, man. Thank you.
I salute you for answering my call. Okay.
That's right, brother. Thank you. That was a great call. And that's what it is, man. This one is just, I want to give that respect to those fallen soldiers. I want to give respect to America on this one, brother. That's all it is. Let me see what we got in here. What's going on, my man?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. I'm watching live right now, brother. I have something that's controversial right now. So should we hate America? Absolutely fucking not at all. We should not hate America because we have to remember people in other countries dying to have the same rights as we do and to have the same freedom as we do. And we're not the only ones who have the best freedom in the world, but I could tell you one thing, we defend that shit with fucking honor and we'll defend it at any cost. So what people don't seem to understand is people that are dying to come over here from other countries, they know what poverty is. They know what it feels to be poor. They know exactly what poverty is. Now, for the people here saying fuck America and burning the cities down over the actions of what one fuck does or did, like honestly, some of them deserve to be killed by the fucking Huras. And the thing is, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So, therefore being said, if, for example, these Black Lives Matter, the Black Lives Matter movement, of course, Black Lives Matter, but does it matter to the people that are protesting because them fucking up their own communities and hearing them fucking up their own communities and not protesting when black, for example, in Chicago has a fucking high murder rate, so does New York, Compton, South Central, where all these black communities are. I don't see a single fucking Black Lives Matter protesting.
Well, that's in black, that's in brown communities, and that is a problem. That's a problem that the same politicians that are pushing the BLM movement should be talking about, and that's an issue that's always happening in minority communities, and we need to speak about that. We need to sit there and say, hey, man, if the lives matter so much, they should also matter when we're killing one another. And I get your point, but I think once it's all said and done, brother, with the BLM movement, at first I was in the same boat as you, kind of like, damn, these guys are doing this. But now that it's all settled down, they got a lot of shit done. We as brown men don't really get much done, homie. So with them, I gotta respect their movement. I gotta respect their thing. I don't agree with all their tactics, but a lot of time, I want to say the majority of people that are out there protesting, the majority, right, actually cared and we're trying to do a difference. You always got these jackasses that hijack the movement and go out there and start these fucking riots. And it's not the majority. I want to say the majority of people really went out there with their hearts in their hands and trying to help people out, man. But hey, my man, I appreciate the phone call. I got some more coming in, brother.
All right, thank you.
All right, for sure. All right, let's see what we got in the building. All right, people. The slave mentality, huh? Yeah, I got the slave mentality, people. These fucking guys. Ese Angel, what you want to talk about?
Hey, Gil. Watching your show, and when you speak, and once you mention this America topic, a lot of people are gonna comment based on their pride.
Okay.
Pride is a hell of a drug. No, but at the end of the day, the majority are paying a mortgage or a rent here on U.S. soil.
Yes, sir.
So it has a lot to do with pride. You know, it's a hell of a drug. Biblically speaking, it says one of the 7 deadly sins, pride.
Well, yeah, I think also it's very difficult for people to differentiate, let's say, the flag in America, right? Just those words, and not put all the ugliness into it. When I put a post on a response on Instagram, I think YouTube. When I see the flag, when I see America, I think freedom. I think opportunity. Opportunity for my family, brother. I see me having my family live a much better life, more comfortable than I would have in Honduras. And that goes for
anywhere else.
Or anywhere else. But people will start hearing that, and it's always the naive or the jackasses that lived here that will sit there. No, you're a sellout. You're a coconut. I'm a coconut. I'm a sellout. While you're wearing jeans, while you're wearing Jordans, while you got your iPad, while you got your iPhone, while you're sitting here living the American life to the fullest, but según you're puro fucking brown and down, huh? It's almost comical, but it's sad, homie.
I hear what you're saying, but at the end, people have pride.
Yes.
And it has a lot to do with it, but at the end of the day, we have it good here. I mean, who could really complain about having it bad here? We have it good here.
Yeah.
There's resources, there's opportunity,
a lot of
there's
stuff.
Employment, there's
freedom,
handouts.
brother. All right, my man. I got another call coming in, my man. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Let's see who we got. Trying to get some of you guys in here. Mr. Martinez, what you want to talk about?
I don't get it, Gil.
What don't you get? What don't you get?
If I don't get it, bro. If you say you love America,
yep.
That's pretty much what your topic is. People automatically assume that you have to hate your own culture. You have to hate Mexico. That's so backward thinking.
It is.
If you're here, you be proud of where you're at.
Yeah, but
like you said, I know pretty much everyone's been saying it. Be proud of the opportunities that were given to you. Like that chick that called that kept saying, dude, it's rough here, but how many welfare programs that are available out there if you're low income, for utilities, for food, churches out there that are willing to lend a hand. You might have that in Mexico, but not to the extent of here.
No, not at all. Over here, somebody who's poor, right, that's living in the projects, and they're on welfare or whatnot, live 10 times worse, maybe 20 times better than somebody in a third world country who's poor. Those guys would be considered, the way people live here, standard life that's on that, they're living a middle class life almost in another country. And that's what they don't understand.
Definitely.
And that's what these guys don't understand. Definitely. It's sad, but maybe if they get the utopia they want and America falls and we get into a shit show out here and become a communist country, then they're going to see how beautiful their utopia is going to be. And they're going to wish this was America again.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's true.
Thank you for the phone call, player.
That's all I wanted to say.
For sure.
Thanks, man.
All right, bye-bye. All right, man, so let's start wrapping this up. I'm going to get some of the comments in here. Gil, you're an asshole. Gil, you're a loser. Gil, you're a no. Well, there's a few of those. There's a few of those. Shady-ass politics, huh? Let's see. Same as America. Yes, they have a few opportunities for the poor, though you cannot compare it to the USA scholarship. I grew up hating America flag. Ignorance is bliss. I love my flag now. Hey, Frankie G. That's what I'm talking about, Frankie. Black Lives Matter, but not to Gil. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm protesting Black Lives Matter. Jesus Christ, man. El Sharky to do. He's got it all figured out. He says weed, beer, and women. He doesn't care what country he's in. As long as he's got weed, beer, and women, he's good to go, homeboy. Silver and Black, people that complain about America and don't leave are hypocrites. There you go, people. Mr. Silver and Black said, Angel Flores, thank you for that membership, playa. And then where'd you go? Good for you, Fausto. Talking to somebody else. No. Finner Lokes, thank you for the membership, 100. Thank you, sir. Let me see what you got. Eres un naca de Sinaloa. Ay, güey. All right, what we got in here, man? Don't be a hater all your life. People hate on Gil for being balanced. Looking at a thing and a few steps back is wise. Gil for mayor of Los Angeles. Yeah, they might assassinate me, homie. Yeah, people, listen, man. It's just a sad thing that when you sit here and want to give props to the USA, man, to the glory, to the flag, doesn't mean I'm okay with slavery. Doesn't mean when I'm okay with police beating us up. Doesn't mean I'm okay with us not having housing. I speak about all this stuff. You can't afford to live, especially in California. You can't afford to live here. The drugs are going crazy. It's a state that's only becoming for the rich. Everything's becoming LGBTQ. Everything's becoming divided. And all the while, us middle class people who are working, taking care of business are being left behind. And they're teaching our kids all kind of crazy stuff. That's for another show. This show was for us to sit there and say, God bless America, baby. Oh, we got, man. Yeah, but you can at least be racist to whites. You white. I'm a white man ass kisser. Yeah. Let me see. I'll give you one. Let's call. What's going on, player? ¿Qué pasó, carnal? Estoy bien. ¿Y tú qué?
Bien, aquí más o menos, hermano. Me gusta una baleada. Nunca he ido a San Pedro Sula. San Pedro Sula tienen buena baleada, hermano.
Fui a San Pedro Sul como en 91. Me quedé ahí por la playa. Estaba bien relaxing, carnalillo.
Sí, yo viví en San Pedro Sula y en Tegucigalpa 6 meses.
It's been a minute, pero sí, pero fui allá en 91. Ya son como, ¿qué? Como casi 30 años.
Yeah, that was back in the 80s, though, bro. Yeah, that was back in the 80s.
In the 90s?
My dad kind of got... Yeah, he got us out of the country. Anyway, but I'm not from Honduras. It's a funny story. My dad was a drug trafficker.
Oh shit.
Anyway, listen. Yeah, in the 80s.
All right, sure.
So going back to your thing here. It's Roger, by the way.
What's up, Rod? Shoot it, brother. Shoot it.
So I noticed one thing though. I've noticed that, and this is one thing that I've noticed, being Central America, living in Central America, and living all over Mexico, which I have in the United States, I've noticed one thing. I've noticed that Central Americans seem to be different. They're very nationalistic, but at the same time, they embrace America. It seems to me that a lot of Mexicans don't embrace America. And I think that's the difference with Hispanic people in certain genres when it comes to Central and South, not South America. South America is a whole different subject.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Central America, Guatemala, Honduras, Belize, todo eso, lo que sea, ¿no? Panamá, para allá. But when it comes to Mexicans particularly, they have a big problem embracing America.
I don't believe it's the Mexicans exactly, a Mexican nationalist. No. Wait, Roger.
I know. You don't want to piss off your audience.
No, listen. You're not letting me finish. I piss off my audience all the time. If you let me finish, let me piss off my audience right now. It's the Chicanos. It's a big difference.
Oh, Chicanos?
It's the Chicanos. Because the Chicanos...
That's interesting.
It's a Chicanos. Because the Chicanos when they, like, say, the beginning of Chicanos out here in America, right? They were not accepted.
Yeah.
They were not accepted by Mexico. They were not accepted by America.
So kind of like the blacks.
Yeah, something like that. Yes, exactly. So they
Yeah.
they sat there and got this thing, and they were always taught they stole our land, which they did. They stole our land. They took our land. This was our, and they were in, push, especially back in like the the 70s, the civil rights movement, and trying to get this become America again. So it's a Chicano that has been pretty much the young ones, because once they get older, because all my brother-in-laws are all Chicanos, they love this country, brother. But I also work construction, so who works there? I work with a lot of Mexicans. I just had this conversation with my boy Chulo Beach today. I said, hey, Chulo Beach. He's like, esos pendejos no saben. I love the United States, dude. A real Mexican national.
That makes sense. You know what?
There you go.
You know what, Gil? Actually, you know what? I'm glad I called, because I actually learned something right now.
I see.
That actually, what you just said right now, you hit it home. That makes a lot of sense.
And that's what it is.
I never thought about it that way. I couldn't separate the two, I guess.
Yeah, and it's a different animal. I mean, it is. Of course, the Chicano guy will sit there and say, "Yeah, Mexico, I'm Mexican," but the Mexican national will sit there and say, "You're not. You're Chicano. You're Pocho." It's a different animal, and I think that's where you get that. But I also believe that there's a lot of Chicanos that do have pride. What it is, it's the young guys who still haven't really found who they are in America, and are still struggling with it back and forth. So they go with that. All right, brother. I got another phone call, Roger, and this will probably be the last call. I always appreciate your phone calls, player.
Later, brother.
All right, brother. Let's see what we got. Who's this? I don't know. Oh, they hung up. Okay, people. So I've been on for about an hour and 17 minutes. I was only supposed to do an hour. So I think this was some great conversation. I think these are conversations that we need to have, that we must have, in order to either heal, know what's going on, know other people's point of views, because it's not just one person's point of view. It doesn't just work that way. But if we're not talking about it, we're not speaking about it, then we're fooling ourselves. Hold on. Who just became a member over here, man? Mr. Six Sideshow Easy. Welcome to Boss, man. I appreciate you becoming a member. I appreciate all you other members, all you subscribers coming in. I love the conversation, man. I love these phone calls. I want to thank you guys for tapping in. I don't think we're doing any interviews this week because we have, Labor Day weekend? So no se pongan muy pedos, cabrones. Have a great time. Be brown and proud. And God bless America, players. You guys have a good one, man. God bless. Let's do this.